Okay, boys and girls, here we go with the Moonshot by E-cig. I actually really like the packaging that it comes in. It comes in this little tin box, okay? Vape it, love it, from E-cig. That's their little slogan that they always have on their boxes here. It says nano, 22 millimeters. And then on the back, it's going to say E-cig.com. And this was designed by a company called Supremo, and they are out of California. Designed by Supremo in San Jose. Okay, and then it gives you a little warning on the bottom, all right? Pop open the top. You're going to see this on the inside of the cap. Flavor, chase, or cloud chase without dripping. Enjoy the Moonshot and its active cooling. Keeps your tank cool even under heavy usage. Flow precision. Achieves optimal liquid flow and air velocity ratio. Cotton control spin deck. Enables easy wicking. Small chambered RDA deck. Brings out maximum flavor, okay? True RDTA. RDA with a tank 30 to 200 watts. All right, in the box, you're going to receive this little poly bag with two extra screws and two Allen keys. You'll also get another goodie bag with extra washers, one replaceable Pyrex glass, and then the star of our show, the Moonshot itself. And just so you can see how tiny it actually is, here it is next to the Pro Billo V2 Mini. And this is a tiny sucker itself, and there it is next to it, okay? And here is the TFV4 Micro. And here it is next to a normal size dripper. This is a regular size dripper, the Mad Hatter V2. And as you can see, it's the same exact size as the E-cig Moonshot. So as you saw, guys, this is a tiny, tiny little RTA. It holds 2 mils of juice to keep up with the European regulations. So, yeah, you're going to run through juice with this one, all right? But let's start from the top and work our way down. From the top, you're going to see this non-removable Delrin drip tip, but it does have a 510 adapter. So you can stick your 510 drip tips in there, just like so. So, yeah, it's all, if you do put a drip tip in there, it is going to kind of look a little funny, but that's it, guys. You can put your drip tip in there. All right, now you're also going to notice how wide bore that is. That is huge. It is a wide bore chimney, I guess you can call it. It is very wide, so you're going to get maximum amount of airflow and vapor. Way down, you do have the Delrin drip tip, and then you do have your top cap, because this is top fill. Looks like it will be hard to take off, but it's not. You simply just grab it and spin it, and it comes right off. I haven't had any issues with this being stuck on there, which surprised me. I thought it was going to be very hard to get off, because there's no knurling and nothing to grab, but it pretty much comes right off, guys. So you spin it, turns it off, and there you go. You only have a couple of little threads there. All right. And then here's your top fill. Really easy. You could just dump right in there. You just make sure that your airflow ring is closed, okay? Dump right in there. As long as you're wicked right, you won't have any leaking, okay? I will put this back on. Now going down, you're going to see that it says sample here and then nothing on the other side. So if you buy one, it will not say sample. This was sent to me as a sample, guys. So then you do have a Pyrex glass tank. Holds 2 millimeters. Come on down. You're going to see Supremo. On the inside there, you're going to have Supremo's logo. It looks like a little spade, all right? And then on the other side, it's going to say Moonshot. And then it has 2 cross baseball bats there, all right? Then you're going to see your airflow control ring. Slides one way all the way open and stops. Slides all the way this way, closed, and it stops, okay? What happens to one side happens on the other. And they are 13 millimeters by 1.5 millimeters each, all right? You come on down, it's going to say built by E-cig, and then you do have this nice, it does slightly protrude, gold-plated 510 pin. Get your build deck, you're just going to grab the bottom and just spin it, and it'll pop right off. And there you go. Here's your bottom piece. Okay, as you can see, you got a little pin here that's going to stick right through your hole. Pull your deck out like this. This is your build deck, which we'll look at in a second. And then this is your cap. Now, this is fresh out of the box. Normally, this comes off with your deck, but for the reason that it's brand new, it stayed on right now. So this pops off. This is your, I guess, your barrel. It has threads on the bottom here, and then threads on the inside at the top. And then, if you notice, you're going to have these little grooves here. One right here. And one right here, and that's so you can line it up with your build deck, and I'll show you that in a second. And then you're going to have your top piece here, okay? Here's your chimney, and your threads O-ring, and of course your top fill port, and then your top cap. Alright guys, and here is your build deck. As you can see, right off the bat, it looks just like the Kennedy-style airflow system, alright? So you got this big-ass barrel, 5mm airflow holes, and then you do have a negative and a positive, 2.5mm post holes, and you can tighten it down with these 2 grub screws. You do have a peak insulator right there, as you can see, and that's it. So when you go to build it, you're pretty much holding it just like this, okay? It's something that, you know, it's unconventional, but I found it not too hard to build on, guys. And we're gonna do a build in a minute, okay? And I'll show you how to build on it and then how to wick it. And when you go to put this together, that little groove on the inside there, you want to line up with your airflow tubes, all right? And then your little, you know, your bat is going to be in the center here. That's kind of how I line it up. I make sure the little bat logo and the spade on the other side are lined up, centered with my airflow, because it's the way it fits in there. It won't fit any other way, okay? And that'll leave your wicking holes on each side of the coil where your wick is going to sit. Okay, and that just sits in there. That's not going anywhere. And the only way it's tightened down is when you put it into your base here and just spin it into place. And then it tightens itself down. And there you go. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw a build in there. I do have 13 wrap, 24 gauge nichrome, ohms out to 0.4 ohms, okay, when you do a dual coil. All right, so this is a 3mm coil, as you can see, and you basically just slide it in the hole like so, and then once it's in there, okay, once you get it in, you're just kind of going to push it up and over your airflow tube. Now, once you get that first one into place, now you don't want to tighten it down because you do got to get your second coil in there, so you kind of just hold it into place, all right? Like I said, it is a little bit tricky, guys, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard, all right? So that's sitting there. I'll go ahead and grab my other coil. Same thing, guys. You just kind of want to slide it into place, and then, if I can see here, it's hard to do on camera, guys, but here we go. Slide it in the hole like so, above your airflow hole, and you're good to go. And you can just go ahead and tighten it down, and then you can do all your adjustments once it's tightened down. No issues, guys. It's pretty, I don't know, I don't want to say it's simple, but once you do it once or twice, it's not too hard. All right, so I end up with this mess right here, but I can go ahead and fix all that pretty easily, okay? All right, go ahead and I went and snipped all the leads, and then I just kind of pushed everything into place with my little mandrel here, and it was pretty easy. It only took me about another minute or two, and she's ready to go. Now, to get it evenly, you just got to put it back inside of your barrel here. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and throw it in the base, and then you're going to throw it on a mod so you can heat it up and make sure you don't have any hot spots. All right, so I grabbed it and threw it in the reload. And as you can see, guys, I built this coil because a 3mm coil at 13 wraps, just so I can show you that it fits big coils. Now, ideally, you probably want to build a 2.5mm 5mm coil in here instead of a 3mm, so you have more room to play with, and you might want to shrink it down a little more. Like this is 13 wraps. This just gives you, I just wanted to show you, you know, building a big coil so you can see that it does fit in there, right? Now to make it glow, you basically just press the button. We'll see if we got any hot spots. And we do, and this is where the strum method comes into play, guys. Strumming your coils basically is an awesome thing to do to get out hot spots and have it glowing evenly. Oh, here we go. Spread that fire across the coil with a little strum. There we go. Nice and easy. I didn't even pinch these coils once, guys. This is what strumming can do. Look at that. Perfectly glowing, even coil just by strumming. A lot of people don't even know about the strumming method. Trevor Jones came up with it, and it works beautifully, guys. All right, let's go ahead and wick it, and I'll show you how you should wick it so you don't get any dry hits or any leaking. All right, so I got the wick in and I cut it down, just trimmed it down, no certain length. You can go a little closer if you want, but here's the method that I found that works the easiest, okay? I don't know why, but it works. All right, so you grab your top cap just like that, line your spade up with your little airflow hole ring there, little airflow slot, and pop it on while the cotton's still in there. All right, now the cotton's going to pop through like so. You just want to start trimming it, okay? So I'm going to grab my scissors and start trimming them as it's in there, just like this, okay? Trim it as close as you can. And once you got it all trimmed up, it'll look something like this. You're going to have a bunch of cotton hanging out down the bottom. And you just stuff it in. All right, once you're done with that, you just stuff it in a little bit, and you're good to go. Okay, guys? I'll tell you, the reason why I'm doing it this way is I watched a video made by Cigelli or Supremo, and that's how they did it, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and it works perfectly. No dry hits whatsoever. So you can come up with your own way of wicking it, but I found this to be the best method for me. Okay, guys? When it's all said and done, it's going to look something like this. Okay, kind of looks like a pre-built coil with the cotton packed in there. And then the top's looks like this. And you can go ahead and poke your cotton if you want to, you know, fluff it up a little bit. But I didn't feel the need to do that. This thing wicks perfectly well just like this. No issues, no dry hits. No dry hits at 200 watts. I mean, this thing wicks perfect, guys. All right, so then you just grab it, throw it back onto your into your base here, and you're good to go, guys. All right, saturate it up. I'm not going to go ahead and do this because we're going to fire up and vape on the one that I already have built, right? Because I'm going to be giving this guy to you. All right, so you pop this on, and then you pop your top on and spin, and you're good to go. And there you go, guys. That is your Moonshot by Cigelli. Let's go up top. We'll vape on it. We'll talk about it. I'll give you my recommendations, my pros, my cons. Then we'll talk about a giveaway. All right, guys? Because I got one of these to give away to you. All right? See you up top. All right, guys. That right there was your Moonshot by Cigelli. Now, as you saw when I built it down below, it's a little tricky. It's something that it's definitely unconventional. You're not used to building that way. You got a loose deck. It's something that after you got to get a feel for it. You know what I mean? When I first got it, I was like, what the hell? I couldn't. It was falling out of my hands and everything. You get a little feel for it, and like everything that you do, it'll fall into place. You start learning little tricks. So it's just something that you got to play with. So, and because of that, it's kind of a con and a pro. It's a con because, you know, it's just not really easy right out of the box. But it's a pro because it's something that becomes personal to you, something that you know how to do, and you find your own little tricks for, which I kind of like that. I found little tricks for this that I like to do, and I find it easy. I built on quite a few times. I put a couple nice builds in here. In here, I got a dual fuse Clapton, 3 millimeters, and it's wicking fine. It's firing fine. I got it at 99.9 watts. If you can see that, it's probably not going to focus, but 99.9 watts, and I can vape this all day without a dry hit. And the best thing about this thing, and the biggest pro of this thing, is it doesn't get hot. I'm going to go ahead and show you that in a second, but right now I'm just going to show you that I can fill this without it leaking. So I'm going to close the airflow control ring, all right, just like so. I'm going to pop the top cap. That's another thing. You would think that would be real hard to take off, but it comes right off. I've had no issues with that, okay? We're going to vape on some ice cream donut from Bedrock, okay? You can pick this up at vapesocietysupply.com. Really good juice, guys. It's like a donut, a glazed donut with vanilla ice cream on the inside and sprinkled with Fruity Pebbles. Delicious. Really, really good stuff here, guys. All right, so you just grab it and fill. Okay? No leaking, none. I've had zero leaking with this thing. And I thought it was going to leak like a crazy person, but no, this thing does not leak at all. If you wick it the way that I wicked it down below, you should have no leaking issues at all, guys. All right, there you go. 3 little pumps of the dropper. Place your top cap back on, just like so. Now, what I always like to do is just pull a little bit of air through as I open it, and you're good to go. No leaking whatsoever. 99.9 watts. Then I'm going to take it even higher, and I'm going to let you know how hot this thing gets, all right? Not hot at all. And that was what, 5 straight 3-4 second pulls on this. No leaking, not hot, nothing. You do get a lot of spit back. That's one thing with this thing, but it's tasty. You know, it's a very flavorful take because it's so close to your coil. But let's go ahead and bump it up a little bit, okay? I'm going to go up to, let's see, we'll do 150 or 140. All right, I'm going down. Here we go, 150. No, we're at 50. We're going to go all the way up to 141, okay? 141. No, it's not going to focus. It's 141, guys. All right, here we go. And this is a DNA 200, so it's actually 141 watts. Clouded my room out big time. Wicking fine, no heat. Drip tip is still cool to the touch. Not even warm. I mean, it's still cool. I'll bump it all the way up. How would it? We'll do 200. All right. Let's do 200 watts. 200 watts, DNA 200. Here we go. Getting a little hot. I can sense a dry hit coming. Not going to take it any further. So what I get? 4 pulls out of that. Right in a row. And it's cloudy as hell down here. I apologize. 4 pulls. 200 watts, and then at the very end, it started getting a slight dry hit. I think I would have gotten, if I would have did one more, I might have got a dry hit. 1 or 2 more, I would have probably, I would have probably coughed my lungs out. But as you can see, it holds up, and the thing isn't hot at all. I don't know how they did it, but it stays cool, guys. It stays really cool. This thing, you can put it to your face, and it's not going to burn. It stays cool. That's a big plus. The airflow, wide open. You do get spit back. Like, I mean, you got to expect that. You're going to get spit back like you do on your average dripper, all right? This is basically a dripper with a glass on it, all right? Yeah, this is dripper quality and good dripper quality. This ain't no little shitty dripper. This is an RDA with a top cap, that you can hold juice in. That's all it is. Now, will you run through juice? Of course. It's 2 millimeters. I mean, it only holds 2 milliliters, so you're going to run through juice. I apologize with all these clouds, guys. It's hazy as hell down here. I don't know. What cons can I say about it? I guess the top cap, I think they should have made a little bit more room to grab it, but I've had no issues taking it off, so I really can't even call that a con. Wicking, it's wicking fine. I can't call that a con. The only con that I really see on this is the build, like the way you have to build, how it's not sturdy enough, and it's something that you got to get used to. It's kind of hard to straighten your coils out. If you use the strum method like I did below, it works perfectly. It works fine. I always use that strum method. Instead of squeezing my coils and keep squeezing it over and over, I only squeeze when I have to. If I really have to squeeze, then I'll do it. But other than that, you shouldn't have to squeeze. You just do that strum method, and it works fine. Every single time I build, I strum my coils, and they come out perfectly even. So that's, to me, the best method. Other than that, guys, there's really no cons to this. 2 milliliters of juice, that could be a con because you're going to run through it a lot. But it has easy top fill. Pour it right in if you want. Wide open top fill holes. I don't know, guys. This thing is awesome. Definitely going to be a big seller. Let's compare it to like the Griffin, right? The Griffin's probably the best RTA on the market right now. Griffin's amazing RTA. So if you compare it to that, which one would I choose? That's a tough call. I think the vape quality is better out of this without a doubt. The vape coil, you're getting 100% pure flavor because you're so close to your coil. You're getting much denser, thicker vape because of how wide your chimney is. I mean, you're pulling it right off your coil. Your lips are right above the coil. So flavor and vapor density wise, it goes to this. When it comes to like building for the build deck and ease of use and holding liquid, I mean, I think the Griffin holds 5 mils of juice or 4.5, something like that. Then I'm going to say get the Griffin. If you're going to be out all day, you don't want to keep refilling, then get the Griffin. But if you want that flavor and you want that vapor density, without a doubt, get this. I run this at 200 watts. I got a 0.21 ohm resistance coil in here, fused Clapton, 200 watts, no dry hits. You can do that with the Griffin, I guess, but I don't know. I just believe that the vapor quality on this is just hands down the best you're going to get in an RTA to date. So how much is this thing, and is it worth it? Okay, I believe this is going to be around $50. It's going to be a little more than your standard RTAs. Is it worth it? Hell yes. This thing's worth $60, guys. Without a doubt, I'd actually pay top $75 for this thing. You pay $75 for a lot of drippers, you know, authentic drippers out there, and I'd have no problem paying $75 for this thing. This thing is awesome. I love it. Absolutely. Give it 2 thumbs up. Give it my heathen seal of approval. Give it my high recommendation. I love this thing. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite dripper to date, with hands down, without a doubt. Where can you pick it up? Nobody's carrying it as of right now. But as of tomorrow or the next day, very soon, everybody's going to have it, I believe. So I'll leave a link to Vapor DNA, who is my favorite vendor, one of my favorite vendors. They carry everything. Quality customer service. So I'll leave a link to them, and also with a coupon code that you can use to get 10% off. And also I'll leave a link for my UK viewers to vapor.co.uk. You'll be able to pick it up over there if you're in Europe and you don't want to pay for the shipping and everything. So we just order from vapor.co.uk, okay, guys? And like I said, I believe it's going to be around $50. I could be wrong. They could drop the price on that. I don't know, but that's what I heard and seen that it's going to be for sale for, okay, guys? But yes, highly recommend it. As for the juice, this juice is pretty good. It's called Ice Cream Donuts by Bedrock. Yeah, I don't know if it's called Bedrock or, I don't know, Ice Cream Donuts, Bedrock. You can pick this up at vapesocietysupply.com. All right, guys, now, Sigelli were nice enough to send me a couple of these. I do have 3. I'm keeping 1 for myself. I'm giving 1 away in this video, and then I'm putting 1 aside for another big giveaway that I'll be having, okay? So for the giveaway for this one, in this video, you got to follow the rules. 1, you must be subscribed to my channel, and you must like this video. 2, you're going to pay for shipping. $7.30 is what you're going to send to me. If you do win, I'll contact you, and I'll let you know how you can get that to me. 3, hashtag no bullshit. No bullshit in my giveaways, guys. All right, this is fun. I'm trying to give something away to you guys. And then 4, you're going to leave the hashtag down below saying, let's see, hashtag Sigelli, okay? That's it. Hashtag Sigelli. That's all you're going to put. You can write anything else in the comment that you want. Just make sure you include that hashtag. And don't ask any questions, because I'm not going to answer them, because then it messes up the random draw, okay? So don't ask questions, but you can comment and write anything you want, and only do 1 comment. If you do more than 1 comment, you're going to be disqualified for the giveaway, because it gives you an unfair advantage with the random picker. All right, guys? That's about all I have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take a nice big hit off of my Moonshot by Sigelli on top of my Nuke DNA 200 by S-Body, and we're going to get out of here. Sláinte.